Have you ever watched one of those survival videos and had the thought, I wonder if I could do that? Growing up, I was obsessed with watching random people try to survive in the wild. I always had this strange belief that I could do it too, but as I grew older, that dream faded away. Until recently, when I saw this YouTube video of a guy named Luke surviving in the wilderness of Alaska, and my dream was reignited. I'm going into the wilderness, but here's the catch. The only items that come with me are the ones that I can buy at the gas station. It's time to show the world that I'm built to survive.
I'm about to head in here to get my items for the camping trip. The question I'm sure you're probably asking is, Tonio, what are those items going to be? Well, I reached out to some friends and family and asked if you were going on a survival camping trip but could only use gas station items, what would they be? Here were their responses. My friend Sean said lighter fluid, cooler, canned food, pocket knife, rope, sweater, and jacket. I don't know if I can find a pocket knife in here. My dad replied beef jerky, ice chest, clean gas can for water, lighter, a cup, singular cup, a tarp, straws, a funnel, napkins, electric tape. And last but not least, my mom texted me and she said, I have an electric car. Bruh. I have an idea of the things that I'm going to get in here, and I'll tell you what they are when we get in there.
I made my way in and got jump scared right off the bat. And then it got even better.
There's 5 basic survival skills that every Boy Scout or survivor should know.
How to get clean water, how to build a shelter, how to gather some yummy for my tummy, how to build a fuego, and lastly, how to manage fear.
From gathering clean water all the way to conquering my fear of heights, I'm going to be testing my skills in each of these areas.
Here's the thing, I'm limited to 5 items, so I gotta pick carefully.
Here are the items I decided on. Number 1, water, because it's essential. And I actually can't believe it, but this gas station had a tarp and a rope, so I got them.
Would you be able to help me unlock one of those knives over there, the pocket knives? Which one yells camping trip?
Camping trip?
This one's kind of cool with the duck on it.
Yeah.
The mallard. The 2 bears, that's cool.
That's cool. I
Yeah.
like that one.
Then do y'all sell lighters? Oh yeah, here's one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. Thank you. All the goods. This is the biggest water I could find. Absolutely going to need more than this. We're gonna have to do some searching for some pure water. I know what you're probably thinking, Tonio, there was a lot of good food options in there. No, I'm confident in my ability to go out into the wild and scavenge for food. Time to hit the road and head out to the great outdoors.
Welcome to Ponca, Arkansas, ladies and gentlemen. That cow is mooing. I think it's excited to see me. Moo! Oh, that's like a golf cart. Anyways, I'm really excited to be here. One of my first priorities is to get more pure water. And so before I do that, I'm gonna go into this town and show you guys just how small where we're at really is, because we're kind of in the middle of nowhere.
This is the entrance of the town. This is how long it takes to get from one end of the town to the next. There you have it. That was Ponca.
All right, down this trail, there's supposedly a cave, and within that cave, there is supposedly a waterfall. I have one simple goal: locate a clean water source. It's essential for survival. Let's go make it happen. When's the last time you just hiked by yourself through the woods? What a weird thing to do.
Quick break. You see the cave up there?
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's no water. But
Uh-oh, okay. Have a good one.
That is literally the one thing I'm looking for. I hope she's wrong.
Hike break number 2.
This trail started off pretty easy, but progressively got, like, actually kind of challenging, and I was embarrassed with how out of shape I was. This is crazy. Not much water, though.
I literally feel like I'm in Minecraft right now. Don't see any diamonds. Not deep enough for that. It's getting drastically colder the more I get in here, so let's keep looking. If you're claustrophobic, you might want to stop watching now.
The last time I was in a cave, I was playing Minecraft, and this was not a comfortable environment for me. At all.
Team comes us all the way back that way. I hear dripping coming from all the way down here.
The ceiling was getting so low, I was practically having to crawl at this point. But I really wanted to get to that water.
But I'm way too tight in this thing. No luck so far.
Just a little bit further.
I think this is probably a good time for me to go back. Oh, that's the way out. I think I took this whole like find water mission a little too seriously.
Oh, no luck with the water, but I think it's time we go build a shelter. I'm gonna have to stick with the gas station water. These skills are looking a little bit harder than they looked on TV. Oh, it's a cute dog. Chihuahua?
Yeah, falling out, ain't it?
I like that satchel. That's a smart way to carry him. Well, good luck. Guys, look what I just found. I think that's my sign that it's really time to go. Next, it was time to build a shelter, but on the way there, I passed this woman selling goods on the side of the road, and that's when she yelled out,
Have you smelled sweetgrass before?
"Have I smelled sweetgrass? I have not." Oh my goodness, it smells sweet.
The Native Americans use 4 plants in their sacred ceremonies, and sweetgrass is one of them. This is medicinal, spiritually uplifting, and also medicinal. You can make a tea out of it when you have coughs, colds, flu tea, or you can also burn it and inhale the smoke, or you can burn it and use it like a smudge inside your home. Yeah.
Do you guys take card?
No.
Do they have an ATM at one of these places?
Do they have an ATM over there? No.
I don't have cash on me, but can I
Okay.
smell it one more time? Because that was just amazing.
I also have beard oil. This one.
Does it help with beard patchy? Because my beard's a little bit patchy.
It should help that stimulate that growth.
What was your name?
Brenda.
Antonio. Great to meet you. Brenda was so nice. And I got some beard oil now. Swung by the local gas station before building my shelter. I should have stopped at this gas station at the beginning. Look how much more they have. They have tents here. I'm so mad. Quick question for you. How big is Ponca?
This is it.
What's the population?
Oh, it's probably around 16. if I had to
16
say.
people? No way. Are those elk that everybody stops to look at?
Yep. They were imported from Colorado, and now it's grown into this massive herd.
This place truly is remote. Time to go put our gas station items to the test. Let's get going.
We've made it to the entrance of the campground, and it's time to head on in, down into the valley, and get started on our shelter before nightfall. So my Instagram is just filled with selfies. I'm trying to take better photos, like when I make these videos, so that people will think I'm more interesting than I really am. You should jump over sometime and hang out with me on Instagram. I'm trying to go the whole Walter Mitty route and make my life look a little bit more interesting on Instagram, so. Yeah, so this is where I get to camp tonight. Check it out. This looks like the MacBook wallpaper. I've always wanted to like go and visit all the iconic screensavers, and this like looks like one of them. My campsite's a little bit more up here. As I got closer and closer to the campsite, my phone lost all service, and I felt like very off grid because of that. Time to go build our survival shelter, and it's literally already dark, and so we got to make this thing happen quick. All right. It is officially pitch dark outside. We are in the middle of absolute nowhere. My phone says SOS. That's what I'm feeling right now. Got all of our goods right here, and it's very important that we get a shelter going quick, because on my drive here and then talking to some of the locals, I became keenly aware of some of the dangers of this place.
They were imported from Colorado.
Specifically elk and black bears. I didn't even know black bears were a thing in this part of America, but apparently they do. I need to set up a shelter quick, but if I'm being honest with you, I really don't want to do this by myself, so I decided I'd use a phone a friend. And so, ladies and gentlemen,
Yay, Reese. Hi, Reese.
let's go look for a spot to build this shelter, shall we? I think this is going to be our location, ladies and gentlemen. Rope from this tree to this thing, right? Yep. Clear out the leaves.
Yeah. You can make a leaf pillow. What is it called when you put on like at night when you go to sleep?
And I'm going to play nature noises.
Yeah.
The reason I'm wearing this hat is to distract any elk that might come my way, or any bears. Bro, if any elk pull up on me, I'm gonna be just fine.
Taking him out with the bear knife.
We gotta park the barcode's still on it.
What the heck was that? No, I heard like a monkey. It was like, ee!
No idea how to tie a knot.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of know. Nice and cuddly.
Reese is tying up the last of the knots. I am looking for rocks to hold down our tent. Got some rocks. Nice. Hey. nicer than my house.
Yeah, me too.
Dude, that's why I'm scared of, bro.
Like 100 spiders climb in your mouth when you sleep at night.
Tonight we're gonna get like 99 of them. It's cozier than it looks. Were there a few bugs crawling in here? Yes, there were. Is it a little bit embarrassing because everybody around us has like 5-star camping gear and is kind of looking at us like what in the world we're doing? Yes, but you know what? I'm balling out a budget. Daddy long legs, some grasshoppers. It's gonna be a long night. It's time now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Time for us to go make a fire. Another spider, right? Yeah, you saw. Thank you. I don't know if I can do this, but I'm just reminding myself that tomorrow I'm going to face my fear of heights, because part of being a survivor scout is facing your fears. Shelter, skill, conquered. Let's go make a fire. Wrap another spider, dude. It's easy to forget how unsettling just walking through the woods at night is. Yeah. Step on the survival skill list is start a fire, something every survival scout must know. This should be pretty easy for me. Remember how just a few seconds ago I said this would be super easy? Well, that was, I guess, a complete lie, because I did not realize how hard starting a fire was going to be. Luke from the Outdoor Boys makes it look way easier than it actually is. And I'm pretty sure he does it with like no lighter half the time. I couldn't even get this thing to start with a lighter. He said we couldn't do it.
Nice.
It only took like an hour. Another skill completed. All this fireworking's making me hungry. Next up, it was time to find some food. We should go down by the river and see if we can find any food or fish. What do people eat when they survive? I think the best if we could find some sort of berry. I have been watching my carbs, or protein. If we look down this way, there is a river right down here. So I'm gonna see if I can see any fish in there, see if I can grab one out of it. I know the chances of that are very low. At the least, maybe we can find a berry or two or an herb or two. And at the worst, we come across a black bear who devours us whole. Let's go. You wanna be very careful walking down these rocks. Some water here, it's a little shallow. Let's look over this way. I feel like the only way for me to know if there's fish out there is for me to get in.
I think so.
All right, so here's the thing, guys. Couldn't afford any food at the gas station because I used my items on other things. So sometimes in life, you gotta walk into a river. We're gonna see if we can catch some fish the old-fashioned way. Very, very cold water right now. All right, I'm looking, see what I see. Oh, I see something moving. Just a rock. Seeing things move like dart past, but I can't tell if they're fish or not. I saw something. Oh, I just ripped my pants. Okay. I think we're fish out of luck. This is terrible. This is so bad. Let's get out of here. Our fire is dead, but our hope is not, even though we don't have food either. It's time to go to sleep. This day needs to end. We got a big hike in the morning, get into our jammies. You're just guzzling all of our water. It's kind of cozy in here now that I'm in here.
It's not bad.
Whoever said gas stations couldn't give you comfort?
Not me.
There you go. Honestly, I never really wanted to be this close to Reese. Sorry, bro. This isn't too bad. I'm laying on the closure here. Nothing could get in from that side. The only kind of scary part is that it's wide open where our feet are. So like a bear could just crawl through that, or bugs. But it's time to go to bed because tomorrow we have a massive hike to conquer and a fear to conquer. I'm summiting an insane cliff, and I'm going to prove to the world that I was built to survive. I guess it's time to go night-night. I'll see you in the morning. We didn't make it through the night. The tarp failed us. We failed the tarp. Reese. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, tearing our shelter down, getting back in the car. because we have a hike to conquer and a sunrise to watch and a fear to conquer. Let's do this thing. There are a few things more demoralizing than tearing down your tarp at 5 o'clock in the morning, knowing that you're headed to hike to your potential demise. Slight dilemma. We don't have service. I don't know how to get to the cliff. That wasn't a joke. The closest place to get service was like 30 minutes away, so we had to drive 30 minutes away just to get service so that we could map ourselves to the cliff. But eventually, we found our trail. Alright guys, we've made it. Final challenge. Trail is right over this way, and we have to hike like a few miles through the woods to be able to get to the point. Hopefully we make it by the sunrise. I got my hat on. I got an incredible night of sleep, 3 hours. And I am not going to let my fears win. I'm gonna hike through the woods. I'm gonna conquer my fear. My boy Reese. Let's go do it. Let me just give you a glimpse of like what's going on internally. Number one, I have not eaten anything, so I'm just burning fumes at this point. I haven't really slept, and I'm also mentally just battling. But for some reason, I had adrenaline. I don't know why, it just hit me, and I was ready. Goofy as it sounds, childhood me would be very proud of trying this out. Am I winning? Who knows? Sometimes we grow up a little too quick. Letting my dogs bark. Things are going well. I think we're getting pretty close to the end. I gotta figure out how to get off of this log now. Keep going. Ooh. And that's when we approached the first overlook, and it was not pretty. I mean, it was pretty, but it wasn't pretty, you know what I mean? We're getting closer. See it up here. To my right, there's like a 150-foot drop off a cliff. To my left, it's woods. So I just gotta stay right here. And that's when I saw the cliff. But it was so pretty that instead of feeling scared, I literally was like just so excited. That's why I picked this song and not like a, you know, scary song. Sure, I may not have been the survival pro that I thought I was, but this skill was conquered. And that's when the wildest thing happened. Merrick? What? No shot, dude. I'm filming a video. I, no joke, just happened to run into friends from my hometown. Unscripted, unplanned. I may not be the Survivor man I watched when I was growing up, but I sure enjoyed getting off grid, because sometimes to connect to what matters, you have to disconnect from what doesn't. Aww.